welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well today. So if you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is NatalieJade. I post videos over here at least 3 times a week, but we are currently at the end of Vlogmas. So I hope you all have enjoyed this month. We've been uploading back-to-back content all month. So today's video is going to be my 2021 favourites. I absolutely love favourites videos. I love watching other people's, I love doing my own, and I love looking back at my own as well to be able to see what I enjoyed like in April or May or whenever. And then you can rediscover old favourites, you can find new favourites, things like that. So I hope you're well today. So like I said, today's going to be a favourites video. I hope you all enjoy this video. If you do, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, leave me a lovely little comment in the comment section down below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content just like this. And let's get started with today's video. So I'm going to try to do this in the most logical order as possible because I genuinely feel like this is going to be the longest video of the year because I've had so many items and like so many different things that I genuinely love this year. Nothing in this video is sponsored. Every single thing in this video is of my own opinion. I don't want to do a sponsored video for one of these. I want it to be like fully my own opinion. Like obviously when I do sponsored videos, I will not say I like something unless I genuinely like it. But for this one, I want people to kind of just see items that I genuinely love this year. So I'm going to start off with a couple of primers. My top 3 primers of the year. I'm going to do top 3 for my primers. For some others I may have to do more than that. I'm going to aim for most items to just kind of limit it down to like a top 3 because there is so much. So the first one I've got is the Relive primer. This is the Super Matte Primer from Relive by Revolution. This is incredible. This is such a good primer. So this is a matte prep base. This is so good. It helps keep your makeup nice and matte. It is an incredible primer. Smells so good. I can never work out what the smell of this is, but it smells absolutely insane. And this is only £4 for this primer. Really affordable. The next one is the Revolution Pro Featherweight Perfecting Primer. This one was the first primer I ever bought. This is £7, so it's a little bit more pricey, but because it's from the Revolution Pro line, that's why it's a little bit more pricey. They do these in all sorts of different ones. I've got the Featherweight one. It's so nice. Again, it smells quite nice, but this one's got more of a kind of creamy texture. It's also quite a mattifying one, but it's really thick and it feels so lightweight and so soft on your skin. They're both really good for moisturising your skin. And then I also have a bit more of a high-end one, which is the Yves Saint Laurent one, and honestly it is incredible. If you guys haven't tried it yet, you need to. I got like a tester pot from Yves Saint Laurent with their, I think it's like their blur primer, it's like their glass effect primer. It is incredible. Like it is genuinely the best primer I've ever tried. I actually did a video earlier on in the year, I think it was like a couple of months ago, of me testing out Yves Saint Laurent products. I'd never tried them before, and honestly it is an incredible primer. It just glides onto your skin. It's a bit like a moisturizer, but it's clear and it's got like flecks of glitter in, which when they're on the skin you can't actually see it, but on your hand you could see like little flecks of glitter. It's beautiful. You need to try it. So next thing I've got is my foundation, and if I'm completely honest, I just haven't found a new foundation this year that I love. I've got a few drugstore ones that I do quite like I like the Revolution Pro foundation drops. They're really nice. I quite like a bunch of different tinted moisturizers, things like that, but my favorite has to be the NARS. I've always said this, and I probably always will say this, but this is my absolute ultimate foundation. I get this in the shade M1, and it is just absolutely incredible. I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to run out, but this is what the shade looks like. It's what I'm wearing today. I feel like it's the perfect shade for me. I may need like a shade lighter maybe because it's got a little bit more of a yellow tone, but this is beautiful. The coverage is genuinely unreal on this. I absolutely love it. I love the packaging as well. Really classy. But this, I bought this in February 2020. And I do use it all of the time, and it's lasted me this long. Probably got about this much left in it. It looks like it's full because I give it a little shake when I was using it earlier on, but I've got about this much left in it. So to last me from February 2020 and we're nearly in 2022, I think I've done quite well. But if I'm honest, I wanted to like include more foundations, but that's the one that's really blown me away this year. The only one that I've actually kind of reached for every single time I do my makeup. For concealer, I felt this was just a no-brainer. My absolute favourite, I don't even want to say of 2021, my absolute all-time favourite concealer, the one that I'm wearing today and the one that I wear all the time, is the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. This is amazing. I actually only found out this year that ELF actually stands for Eyes, Lips, Face. I had no idea, I was literally clueless. I got this in the shade Medium Neutral. It is incredible. One of my favourite parts about this product is the fact that the doe in it is like giant. It is massive and it just fits perfectly underneath your eye and really, really gets in there. I am really, really running out of this product now, but I absolutely love it. It's just a perfect combination, is this concealer in this shade with the foundation that I've got. They just go so well together. I don't know, they just complement each other really, really well. Moving on to my eyebrows. I don't really do a lot with my eyebrows, if I'm honest. I didn't even do them today, I completely forgot, so I should probably do that, but I'll do it for my next video. I don't think I ever actually used any eyebrow products before 2021. There's a chance I could have done, but I'm pretty sure I discovered both of these this year. So I've got two here. One that's a bit more of a drugstore brand and one that's a bit more high-end. I'm not gonna lie, they are just a dupe for each other. They are both amazing. The drugstore one is this one here. This is the St. Luxe gel. I've used it so much that the like writing on it's literally come off. But this is so good. So once I open it up, this is what it looks like. It's got a really nice small wand that just goes really nicely onto your eyebrow. It's got to the point where it is getting a little bit empty now because I've used it a lot. I actually got this in a glossy box when I used to have a glossy box subscription. I don't anymore because I just simply can't afford it, but I genuinely would recommend it because you can get so many things in there that you would never have tried without the subscription. And then the more high-end one is the Morph one. This is so nice. I love the wand on it. That's probably the biggest difference between that one and the other one, is the wand. The product in this one's a bit more like jelly. A bit more jelly and less liquidy. But the wand is beautiful. It's got these bits that just kind of stick up on the top, but only in like one section of the wand, if that makes sense. So those two items are both absolutely gorgeous. I feel like they do really, really make a difference to your brows. Like I said, I haven't done any today, but I usually do. I bought these both in the shade Clear. Well, this one's translucent and this is clear, but that's the same thing really. Because I wanted to be able to like test them against each other and see if the high-end one is worth the money compared to the drugstore one. So this one is a little bit off topic because it's not one of my favourites at all this year. I was getting ready to film this video. I was doing a little bit of eyeliner with some eyeshadow and I was like, oh my god, I bought a brand new brush. Let's try it out, because I got literally a brand new brush from Real Techniques. So I got it out and I unwrapped it and it literally snapped in half. My brand new Real Techniques brush literally snapped in half when I opened it. Like, I've never seen this happen before. And yeah, I'm very, very sad. It's a brand new brush, never used it before, and it just snapped when I got it out of the package. So I'm really sad about that. But I just thought I'd mention that in the video because I don't know, it just happened and I wanted to rant. So I've got a couple of bronzers that I really, really love. Last year, 2020, I was really into contouring. Now I just use bronzer instead as a contour. So the two that I've got here are both drugstore ones. This one here is the Revolution Mega Bronzer. I got this in the shade 2, which is warm. And lately I've just been going for more of a warmer colour. I used to go for more of a, I don't even know how to describe it, but more of like a brown than a warm, like a warm orange. And this is beautiful. It really, really complements the foundation that I use. And then the other one is by Beauty Bay. And before this year, apart from palettes, I'd never tried any of Beauty Bay's own products. And oh my god, guys, they are genuine game changers. They are so affordable and they're so nice. Again, a really nice kind of like warm tone in that. I do absolutely love the packaging of these. But like I said, they're so good quality and so, so cheap. I genuinely didn't expect to like them. I got them just to try them for like a video or something and I was obsessed. This one is in the shade Cinnamon. So that's the shade that I use for that one, and like I said, this one is in the shade Warm. Moving on to blush, I genuinely had never even used blush before 2021. It was something that I just looked at and was like, that's just not for me. And I never experimented with it. And then I saw Molly May use a blush in her video, and she said the exact same thing as me. She never used it before, it was not for her, and then she thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. I tried one. I can't remember which one it was that I tried for the first one that I used. I think it was like out of a full face palette that I bought. It's like one of my first ever makeup items that my mum like bought for me for my birthday. It's like one of my first ever makeup items, and I tried it and I was like, do you know what, this is alright, I might use this a bit more. So I ended up buying a couple of palettes. This has to be one of my ultimate favourites. This is the, I think it's Pop of Blush. Yeah, Pop of Blush Blushing Babes Blush Trio from Morph. It is beautiful. Admittedly, I don't really use either of these two shades. This one's a little bit too nude for me, and then this one's got shimmer in it, so I'm not really massive on a shimmery blush. But this one in the middle, Fearless, is beautiful. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous blush. It's the one that I'm wearing today, but it's just such a perfect shade, and it's very, very similar to the Kylie blush that I use. The Kylie blush is absolutely beautiful. So the one that I got is Baddie on the Block, which I actually found out the other day from one of Kylie's videos, which is one of the ones that she uses. So it is a beautiful, beautiful shade. The packaging for it is absolutely gorgeous as well. I actually did a video testing a bunch of Kylie Cosmetics items because I'd never tried them before, but this is probably my absolute favourite blush, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So I've got two more blushes to show you. They are both by Revolution. One is a Revolution collab with Patricia Bright, and this is a beautiful palette. This is the Moonlight Glow palette, and it's great for any sort of occasion because you could take this with you. It's so small and compact, and because it's in a metal case as well, it's going to be a lot more protected. So if you're going out somewhere and you want to do your makeup, this has a blush, a contoury bronze, and a highlight. Absolutely beautiful shades. Like, I genuinely use and have used every single one of these. So this is a kind of diverse palette that you could just take with you and use whenever you need it. Also has a nice little mirror inside it. Packaging is so classy and so pretty. And then the other blush that I've got, oh actually I've got another two, sorry, not another one. So I've got the XX Revolution one. This is the first and probably only cream blush that I've ever used, and I absolutely love it. I can't remember whose channel I saw it on. It might have been Soph's channel that I saw it on, but I never even thought to kind of layer cream and powder blush. But I'm sure it was Soph's channel that I saw it on. But she layered her cream and powder one, and I was like, oh, okay, I quite like the effect of that. So I tried it with this one, and it is so good. I really, really like to do it. And then the final blush that I've got is the Blush Duo and Highlight from Relive by Revolution. Again, extremely affordable. Every single thing in that brand is under £5, which I think is so good. So this is what the blush looks like, and it's a really, really pretty shade. It's got this nice little engraving on it, and it's just a gorgeous shade. Like I said, very, very affordable. I like to try and mix it up with affordable items, kind of average items, and high-end items. Don't really get many high-end ones, but I like to be able to compare them and see if they're really worth the money. I'm going to move on to setting powders now. I only have two that I really use. This one is for more when I'm in a rush. This is the Flawless Face W7 Pressed Colour Correcting Mineral Powder. That is such a mouthful. Don't really use W7 that much if I'm completely honest, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous product. On the inside you can see the little coloured dots. That is for the colour correcting part, and then it's got this nice mirror on. I absolutely love the packaging in this one. It's got like a marble, kind of pastel-y, pink, blue, purple, grey kind of tone to it. It's so pretty. And then my main one that I use, I actually discovered off Molly May's channel. She found it from someone, I think it was Anna, when she was in Love Island, and then she used this and she fell in love. So I thought, do you know what, I'll have a go, I'll try it. This is in the shade Sugar Cookie, exactly the same one as she's got, and it is incredible. It's like a bright white powder. I've used it today, and it genuinely makes such a difference when you set with this and bake with this rather than nothing at all. Usually in videos I don't really have time to bake and set my eyes, so I don't bother, but you can genuinely see the difference when I do and when I don't. So this is what it looks like. Absolutely gorgeous. Really, really nice, classy packaging. I don't use Huda Beauty that much because there's not actually like a Huda Beauty store in the UK. I actually bought this from Sephora when I was in Mexico in February 2020 it was. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. This is my ultimate setting powder. I'm going to move on to my favourite part of the video now, and this is highlights. I know I said I was going to try keep it to a top 3, but for highlights, I can't. I've managed to narrow it down to my top 5, but still, that's quite a lot of highlights. So I'm going to start with the Queen herself. Ariana Grande released a beauty line. For anyone that doesn't know, this year, Ariana released her own makeup line, Ariana Beauty. She's releasing 4 chapters. The first one has now been released. It's live. I did a video on it. Go check it out. And this is her highlights. Firstly, how beautiful is the packaging for this? It's absolutely stunning. So it says Ariana Beauty on the front, and I got it in Miss Mercury. So this is a highlight topper, and this is what it looks like on the inside. It's a gorgeous champagne tone with a really, really pretty imprint as well. It's just such a beautiful product. Like, it's so creamy, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Like, it must be, I don't know, I feel like this is probably one of my favourite. It's so hard to say which one my favourite is. If I had to pick a favourite from this year, I would probably pick Ariana's. Either Ariana or Kylie. This is like a high-end favourite though. It's got a really, really nice packaging. It's got a metal magnetic kind of shut to it, which is really nice. Got a really nice mirroring too. But yeah, she brought these out in like 10 different shades. This one was definitely more me than the others were though. That's just gorgeous. The next one I've got, I actually discovered, I think in 2020. I used it a little bit and was like, it's quite nice, but then didn't really use it that much after that. This is the for Highlight. I think this is Rodeo, yeah, Rodeo Drive. This is one of the mini ones. This one was really expensive. When I actually bought it, I thought it was going to be quite big. I thought it was going to be like, even like the size of Ariana's, just like a bigger highlight. And then when I got it, it was like this tiny package. But good things come in small packages sometimes. And it is a really, really good quality highlight. It's really, really gorgeous. It's quite a goldy tone is this one. Really, really pretty. The next one I've got is Kylie's highlight. This is the Kylight. As I said, I did a video on these. This is beautiful. Again, the same shade that Kylie uses. This is Ice Me Out, which is 020. And it's got the same packaging as before, but it is, look at it. It's so gorgeous. Please look at all the fingerprints. But this is what it looks like. It's got an imprint. If you can see, it says Kylie all the way across, which is gorgeous. You can see how much I've used it just from this. But it is beautiful. It's absolutely incredible. It's just such a gorgeous tone to it. And it just blends, literally blends into your skin like it's just melting into your skin. It's absolutely beautiful. One of my absolute favourite products from Kylie. I say that, but I only tried 3 products from her, but it has to be, yeah, one of my ultimate highlights. On to my last 2 highlights now. The Sephora Golden Hour is just gorgeous. One of my first ever highlights that I like fell in love with, and I had to include this. It's probably, I think I only have 2 Sephora items, so this is my absolute favourite. I got this one and the purple one. But look at it, it's beautiful. Really nice size mirror. I love the fact that it's circular because a lot of like products come in like square packages, and like for example the Kylie one did, the Ofra one did, the Ariana one came in a square one. Like everything's always the same shape, so quite like this because it's quite unique and it's just different. So this one is in the shade 02, which is Dawn. It is just a gorgeous highlight. I really, really like it. So the final one is, I think this is my only drugstore highlight that I actually have in my favourites, but it is beautiful and you would not believe that this is drugstore when you try this out. So this is the Surf Glow highlight. This is in the shade Cookies and Cream. She released 3 highlights. I think she released them this year in 2021. I'm pretty sure she did anyway. She released a few palettes, some lip kits, and then 3 highlight sets. It's got a mirror in it. The mirror is a little bit smaller than you'd like normally because you can't really see as well in it. I'm actually wearing her Cookies and Cream today and it's gorgeous. So it's a little bit too small as a mirror, but I'd rather have a small mirror than no mirror at all. Like, it is beautiful. These shades are gorgeous. I genuinely use these all the time. So this was, I think, £8, which for the amount of products you get in here and the quality, you just cannot go wrong with that. It is incredible. It's such a good highlight. So I'm going to move on to some eye bases now. I narrowed it down to 3/4 because I've got one of them's like the same as the other one, but it's just a different colour. So the first one that I've got, I actually think I got for Christmas last year, so I have tried and bought all of these this year. There is a chance that one of them I actually bought in 2020, but I didn't buy it as an eye kind of primer or base. I've just been using it as one this year. So the first ones that I've got are the P. Louise. If you haven't tried these, go out, try them. They're incredible. These are the best eye bases you'll ever find. So I've got the P. Louise base in the shade 0. And then P. Louise base in the shade 2. This is best for if I'm doing like a cut crease look and I want like a more dramatic finish. This one's for more natural looks and just as an eye base in general. These are £10 each, which might seem pricey for the size of them. But like I said, I got this last Christmas and I literally haven't run out yet. I've probably got about this much left of it. So it is starting to run out, like you can see in the little window that it's starting to run out, but it has lasted so well and I use this in literally every single makeup look I do. Same with this one. This one's starting to run out. I do have more in this one because I don't use it as often as the other one, but I think it's pretty crazy how well they've lasted and how well they're performing. The next one that I've got is the Beauty Bay Eye Base. This is genuinely the closest thing you're going to get to the P. Louise base. This is so good. I do absolutely love the packaging of this. It's gorgeous. And then I wasn't actually expecting this to be what it was when I opened it. I thought it was going to be like a squeezy tube, just like the others are. But when you open it up, it's actually got like a dofer on the end. The only thing that I don't like about this is that the dofer is so thin and so small. Like compared to my e.l.f. one, this is so tiny. So what I like to do is rub it off and then get some like onto the back of my hand and then use a brush, because I just feel like it applies so much better that way. But this is so thick. Like the formula in this is incredible. It's such a thick like consistency. It just does an absolutely incredible job. I found this like, I think I actually found it like 3 months ago, like discovered it 3 months ago. And then I've only started using it properly in the last like 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. So like I said, the peel is basically about £10. You can get them on sale every now and again. If you wait for a sale, you can probably get them at like £5 each, or you can buy like value sets for like 3 for 15, something like that. So just keep your eyes out for the sales and things like that. This one is a lot cheaper. I can't exactly remember how much. I just think it's about like £4, £5. Really, really good. But you can get it on the Beauty Bay website. And then the other one that I'd use as like an alternative is the Revolution, I think it's the Revolution Pro, yeah, Revolution Pro Full Coverage Camouflage Concealer. So it's got a very similar name to the e.l.f. one, but this one is so thick. Like you need the tiniest amount of product. I got this for £3 in a sale, but I'm just going to put the tiniest bit on the back of my hand. This is nearly run out now. Oh, that was not a tiny bit. Okay, so there's a little bit on the back of my hand there, and it just goes like so far. I'm literally just blending some of this out now, and the coverage on it is so good. I tried to use this as an actual like under eye concealer, but it was just too like light coloured for my natural skin tone. I've not even finished blending it yet, and the tiniest bit has literally covered like half of my hand. So that one is really, really good, really thick, and it blends in so nicely. So that's a really good eye base as well, or like one you could use for a cut crease too if you don't have the other ones. Like I said, this was £3, so very, very affordable. For my mascaras, I had quite a few to choose from, but I decided to narrow it down to 2 mascaras, a high-end one and a drugstore one. So this one is actually from Primark. This one was £1.50. This is the 3D Lash Effect Extreme Length, Volume and Curl, and this is so good. This is literally so good. I don't actually have any mascara on today because I'm probably going to try film an eye look later on, and it's easier to remove this than it is to remove this and mascara without ruining the rest of my makeup. So I'm not actually wearing any now, but this one is the best kind of cheap mascara I've ever found. This is actually better than some high-end ones that I've tried. It's got a really, really nice thin wand with, oh, I can't open it. It's got a really, really nice thin wand with lots and lots of bristles on the end. I've never ever found it to be like clumpy or to struggle putting it on or just anything like that. It separates your lashes really, really nicely, and the packaging is really, really cute too. And then the high-end one is the REM Beauty one. This is the Midnight Black Lengthening Mascara. She did a curling and a lengthening one. The curling one was not for me. I did not like the brush. I just didn't like the wand, the way it just kind of was shaped. It wasn't for me. This one is gorgeous. The packaging of it is beautiful, but the wand is literally perfect for what I need and what I like. It separates your lashes really nicely, really, really curls them, gives them a lot of length, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Definitely worth the money. And I'm sorry, just look at the packaging. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's just Ariana's packaging, and I absolutely love it. I then have 2 lip products that I do really like. So the next one is going to be the Superfill Lip Liner. This is in the shade Glam. This is again by Relive. I think I got this for like £2, £2.50 or something like that. Really, really cheap, but really, really nice. It's a nice light colour is this. It's like a little bit lighter than my natural lip colour. It's like a nice light nude. And the second one is by Morph. So again, bit of a drugstore, bit more of a high end. And this one is in the shade Bay. And this is what the colour looks like. So it's a lot darker than the other one, but it's really, really nice. It's just a little bit darker than my natural colour, so I can either go a little bit lighter or a little bit darker with these 2 options. They're both really nice, really creamy. They feel like they hydrate your lips quite a lot. But yeah, I really, really like these 2. So I really wanted to include my brushes in my favourites, but I was like, how do I choose out of them all? So I've just chosen a few. These aren't like just my favourites. I've got so many more that I love. These are just some that I really like. So if you've been on my channel before, you'll probably know about this brush. This is my favourite brush ever. I could not live without this brush. So this is the Oval Flat Concealer Brush, F05 by Soul Beauty. It is gorgeous. It's incredible. It's so cheap. Unfortunately, they don't make them anymore, so I can't find these anywhere, which makes me so sad. But this is perfect for doing a cut crease. It literally fits so nicely there into your eye, and it's just absolutely perfect. The next ones I've got are just a few by Real Techniques that I really like. I like these two here. These are some eye brushes that I've got. So this is 307 and 301. This one I really like because it's a little bit small, but it's also really, really fluffy. So you can get it like into the crease and into wherever you want it to be, and just helps to like blend out with. And this one I really like because it's quite tall. It doesn't have as many bristles, but it's really fluffy, so it's really, really good for blending. And then the final brush I'm going to show you, because I don't have time to sit and just show you every single brush that I love because there's so many. The final one is this setting brush by Real Techniques. This is beautiful. I use this for highlight. Every single time I apply highlight, I have to use this because it is just absolutely gorgeous. I never use it for like setting powder or anything. Whenever I do like my under eye powder, I always use a beauty blender. Just kind of feel like it applies it and gets into those corners a lot better, rather than like just blowing like the powder like everywhere. So this one I use for my highlight, and it's the most incredible highlight brush ever. I don't want this to be like incredibly long and bore people, so I'm just going to whiz through my top 3 skincare items. This one here is the Hydrating like moisturizer from Simple. Absolutely beautiful, such a good product. This moisturizes so nicely and is so good for sensitive skin. One that's very similar to that is this one here by Simple. This is the Eye Roll-On Revitalizing and Refreshing, and this is really, really nice. I use this when I've taken my makeup off. If my eyes are like burning or feel really hot or really sore, I use this and it just cools them down and feels really, really refreshing. The next one I've got is my Native Berries Moisturizer by Alia Skin. Alia Skin are an incredible brand. I have worked with them in the past, but they are so nice. This hydrates your skin so much, and it literally just smells like roses. It smells so nice. It's like a really subtle fragrance, but it's just got like a really small hint of roses in there. It's so nice. It's got macadamia oil to hydrate and restore and replenish your skin. This one just feels so soft and so gentle on your skin, but it makes it feel like a bit more of a pampering one, does this one. The next two are more for when I'm in the shower or in the bath. So this one here is probably my ultimate favorite skincare products like ever. So this is the Simple Refreshing Facial Wash. This is so good. This has aloe vera in, and I think this is just what makes the product just perfect. So you apply this while you're in the shower or the bath, and it's like quite a nice liquidy kind of product. You just apply it on, lather it up a little bit, and it just leaves your skin feeling so soft. And it just looks brighter and just feels healthier. The next one is a little bit just kind of like on its own. It don't really fit with the other categories, so I thought I'd just kind of stick it in now. So this is the Morph Mini Continuous Setting Mist. This is genuinely the best setting mist that I've ever found. I actually haven't set my face at all today. I completely forgot. So I'm using it now just to show you guys. This, like I said, is a continuous mist, and it's so gentle and so fine. So I'm just going to apply some now. Smells so refreshing, smells so nice, and it just dries on your skin, gives you a nice kind of like healthy glow, but it holds your makeup in place all day. These are quite pricey, if I'm completely honest. I got one, I think I got it in the sale, and it was on sale for a little bit, so I thought, you know what, I'll pick one up, give it a go. I personally do not like setting sprays. I found a few and I'm not a fan of them. I've liked them like a week or two, and then I kind of lose interest, and it's like it just doesn't do anything for me. This one, however, I absolutely love. I found with a lot of setting sprays that when I like spray them, it just gets like big droplets just randomly on my face, and it doesn't like feel like it covers my face and like does anything. So I feel like this one is just perfect. Another little bit of a random product is my absolute favorite nail polish. This is by Kiko. Kiko are a little bit more pricey, but they're so good. It's a gorgeous kind of rose goldy color, and it is just absolutely amazing. Like, it just performs so well. You apply like one coat, and it's the glitters that I love, but yeah, this is beautiful. It's like a rose goldy shimmer, and you only literally need one coat of it and you are good to go. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't want to go into too much detail with palettes because I could be here and do a whole favorites video just on palettes. I'm just going to show you guys some of my favorites. I absolutely love the Forever Flawless by Revolution. I can't even specify which one. This one itself is beautiful because look at the shades and everything. Pigmentation, shimmers, everything in these palettes are always absolutely perfect. They are always incredible. I've got a lovely size mirror. They always have really nice kind of packaging. Just looks gorgeous. Very good quality. Forever Flawless palettes will always just win for me. No matter what it is, they just always do. The Soft palette, this is actually the mini one, but I love the mini one and the big one. So this one is the mini shadow palette from the Super Spice, but this one's a mini spice. Absolutely gorgeous. These shimmers are unreal. Just such a pigmented and such a beautiful palette. The next one I've got is the File Frenzy Fusion palette. absolutely beautiful. This is a palette just full of shimmers. You can tell how much I've used it just from the whole packaging. Literally it's come off, like all the labels and everything's come off. But it is beautiful. The pigment in these shades is unreal. Like if you ever need a shimmer, I always reach for this palette because it is absolutely gorgeous. It's got gorgeous inner eye shades, inner corner shades, some really nice cut crease shades, lid, anything you want is in there. I do have another one of these Foil Frenzy ones. This is the Foil Frenzy Hybrid palette, but it's got a little bit more darker shades, so I do prefer the other one. I've got the Super Spice palette here to show you guys as well. So this is what it looks like. It literally has every single colour you'd ever want. You can make so many looks at this palette, and it's got a gorgeous full-sized mirror too. And then the final palette I'm going to show you, because I could genuinely show you palettes all day, is this one here. It's the Jaclyn Hill X Morph Palette Volume 2, and it is beautiful. Look at the shades in there. Absolutely stunning. I could genuinely just live using this palette. Like, it has so many warm tones, it's got so many gorgeous sunset tones, some nudes, beautiful glam shimmers, some like whites, a black, like you've got everything in here. It is absolutely gorgeous. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I genuinely want to keep going. I want to show you like bath products, more products like clothes, my lighting, camera, everything like that that I've loved this year. But I'm gonna have to call it at that because it is such a long video as it is. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I hope you've all enjoyed this. I love favorites, as I said, and I can't wait to see what your favorites are this year. But thank you so much for watching this video. Do not forget to smash that thumbs up button, leave me a lovely little comment in the comment section down below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content just like this, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.